Linda's going to be talking to us about her event that is coming up. It sounds very, very exciting. It's at the Dorado Hills, at the Holiday Inn, am I correct? So it's coming up pretty soon, right around the corner, the 24th and the 25th. So tell our viewers, especially the ladies out there, to come join you. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yes, we're actually going to have 5 wonderful speakers, well 6 of us actually, including me, and we're going to be talking about a variety of things that pertain to daily life. I mean, women, you know, we need each other, and so this is a good way to come and get some support, get some tools, you might say, to be able to go home with and live your life out fully, abundantly, strengthened, and, you know, go
to
back
broaden your horizons.
Oh gosh,
and
yes,
right,
yes.
and get in touch with your inner self.
Yeah, and with that, we're going to be, when every person that comes in, we're going to treat you like royalty, because each person's going to get a nice ministry tote bag.
Oh, nice.
And inside here, we'll be giving out, you know, the conference materials, along with a free autographed copy of this book. This is a book I wrote with a friend of mine. He's a pastor back in Georgia, and it's What Was I Thinking? Like, how did I get here? Kind of thinking, you know, think it through. Your thoughts mold your lifestyle and shape your mental, physical, relational, and emotional health. What shape are you in? So this is a great book to grab a hold of. Many people have read it and found a lot of help reading it.
Because a lot of times you don't think about that until you get into like a crisis mode, and then you think, what was I thinking?
That's right.
How did I get here?
Yeah.
So this is steps to take you to make you understand, you know, what the heck did I do to get here?
Exactly, because our thoughts actually stimulate our wellness, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, when we get stressed, what are we doing? We're thinking something stressful, you know?
Sure.
Our body just doesn't fall into a stress mode.
Sure.
It goes into, from our thoughts. So
And there's a lot of emotions that come into it, and I think that's one of the, I think women handle emotions much differently than men do, and sometimes we react without thinking, and then after, there you go, what was I thinking? So,
well, the other topics in the speakers are going to be talking about how to restore your hope from a loss. I have a woman that's one of the speakers. She's actually a deputy sheriff in LA area. Anyway, she's going to be speaking on hope restored. She lost her husband after a very short time of marriage. And but yeah, she got back on her feet and quickly, and how God just met her there. And we're hoping to instill that into some people's lives that are
that's very hard for a
still
lot of
waiting.
people to accept losing a loved one, because, you know, one day they're there, the next day they're not. In illness, obviously, you know that it's going to happen, perhaps, maybe not, but there's always that hope. But I think that what we have to remember is that there is life after the crisis and the sorrow, and all the emotions are normal that go with that loss, and you have to learn to filter through those, and it's okay to be angry.
Yeah, and we're going to actually talk about some of those things. Well, we're also going to bring in some joy, because you need to have a little medicine, you know, a little sugar to make the medicine go down, you might say. So we're going to be giving out a lot of door prizes during the day, and we're going to be having, we're going to love on the women. We've got lots of like massages and movie passes, and actually I'm also a self-publisher, and as a matter of fact, I brought a few samples of my books.
Great.
Here's one on abandonment and rejection. I'm going to be speaking on this, as a matter of fact, at the conference.
Right.
I just did it at a women's conference on Tuesday. I spoke on this, and I'm not kidding. I don't know how many people were changed just by that day, from that day.
Great.
Dealing with their abandonment issues. But I'm also going to be giving away a self-publishing service. It's an $800 value that you can actually have your own books published, and that's going to be given away as a door prize.
Wonderful.
And these are the books I've done. This is actually a new one, hot off the press. It's called Aha Moments, Daily Devotional.
How great is that? Because every day you have a passage in there to read, and you have advice and something to ponder.
Yes.
And I think that's very important. I think everybody needs to take a good 15 minutes a day
I think so.
to themselves, and to get into a devotional, an aha moment, and saying, my gosh, you know.
Wow, I never saw that before.
Right.
And it changes you.
Absolutely.
Those moments is what change you. Not a bunch of knowledge, but what actually changes you. Here's another one that changes people. This is actually a new book I just did, Loving God, and the workbook that goes with it.
Great.
So people are actually using it in their Bible studies. So that's a really cool thing. We're going to be giving these away as well. And then, of course, my very first book I wrote, almost 20 years ago, but it's still hot off the press because it's still selling like hotcakes, is A Matter of the Mind. And it's my story.
I remember you talking about that. It's a journey from being despair and fear and whatever to crossing over
Yes,
and getting this
that's
faith
right.
and getting a new rejuvenation.
Yeah, so that's my life story. And what I do today and why I do it today is because what happened to me, I started sharing with people, because people ask, well, how did you start your ministry? Because it's Life Application Ministries. And I said, well, I went through a lot, and I started sharing it with people, and pretty soon I started writing about it, and pretty soon I had some books. Pretty soon people were following, and now I'm actually in New Zealand, South Africa,
Wow.
into Pakistan, and I'm teaching pastors how to teach their flocks.
Can you imagine going over to the Middle East and dealing? People don't realize
right.
what some of these women go through. Can you imagine giving them some hope and getting them away from that fear and being able to
Right.
think and feel like a woman? I mean,
Right.
it's unbelievable.
Well, we have that right in our country, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
So we're going to be dealing with it. We're going to help encourage and lift and restore hope back to women that need that. So.
Right, I think that's important. Linda, I want you to tell people where they can reach you if they want, if they're
Okay.
able to come and sign up, and if they want to sign up for your conference, because it's very important that they have that information.
Okay, well, it's actually at the, you can call me at 530-620-4641 or go to my website at www.lifeapplicationministries.org.
Okay, great. And your books are on Amazon.
Yes, they are Amazon and on my website.
Great, and you just put in Tom and Linda Lange, and all of their wonderful material comes up, and it's very, very enlightening. And I think that it's very important for women out there to understand there should be no fear. That's the thing. There should be no fear. We've talked about this with women that have gone through abuse and different things. All you have to do is step forward
Right.
and reach out for help. And there's people like you that can embrace them and show them through your writings and
Yes.
through talking with them that there's no room for fear.
Well, the two
in your
things that
life.
we talk about in the whole meeting, in this whole ministry, is loving and forgiving. And when you have love and forgiveness, there is no fear. So
Right.
instead of trying to fight the fear off, you start receiving the good stuff.
Right. Well,
Chases
Linda,
it
thank
away.
you so much for enlightening us, and I hope that there are many, many women that are able to go to this conference October the 24th and 25th. Please, if you can, make it and give Linda a call and get down there, go on the website. With that, we have to go to Cam and our next guest.